So, new signs going up this morning. Lads are just fitting it now. Looking like they're moving through it pretty quickly. What are your thoughts on the colour?
I'll wait till it's fully clipped up, because the light's kind of bouncing off it funny at the moment because it's all at different angles. It's definitely brighter and closer to the colour of our logo than that one was. When you have them side by side, that's like a dark purple compared to this, which is actually a bright blue.
I think the main difference will be at night when you can tell if it's looking much better. I think it definitely matches better with all of the blue that we've painted. And then obviously once we've done the rest of the painting at the top of the building, it'll look a lot better as well.
So once you put a nice white behind it as well, it'll pop more. When you put the blue strip there, pop more. But yeah, obviously new logo, we had to change that. This one, we've gone for a smaller space for the actual logo and more on the information of what we actually sell and what we do. So it's a bit more informative than the last one, which was more kind of brandy. Red signs will come down, we'll do smaller strip signs. We've obviously still got the two side ones to do as well, past the clock tower that way.
And then we're going to keep the cherry picker for the rest of the week, yeah?
The cherry picker the rest of the week to do quite a few jobs with it, yeah.
So basically, Joe's had to leave and the sign guys have just come to me. Basically, when we put the sign up, it's going to say it's counted because we're going to lose the D around the side. And then obviously this side, we're only going to have half a van and half of a...
Is this a replacement one of the last one?
Yeah.
Surely this, yeah, but that one's got off anyway, so this is surely whoever designed it. So.
Well, the guy's just onto the sign company now.
Yeah,
it's us. It's our fault. It's our problem. Yeah. Is that because we've given the wrong print dimensions?
Yeah, you've given the wrong dimensions. I don't know.
But he's saying it's our problem. Oh, hi Joe. I've just spoken to the guys. They've spoken to the company and apparently it's all our responsibility.
It's all our responsibility?
Yeah, apparently we've given them the wrong dimensions and that's why it's been printed the way it has.
I mean, one of the single stupidest things I've ever heard. So they've printed it right to the edge and they're not allowed any bleed on the end?
Only on the bottom line, so on the top bit of text, they've left enough space, but on the bottom, they've literally gone right to the very edge. There isn't a dot of room left by them to actually wrap it around the box.
Right.
Anyway, we can't put it up today. They're now just looking at the other sign to see whether there's any issues with that one.
I'll phone the sign company and sort it out.
Okay, all right, no problem. Cheers.
As you can see, I've left for an hour to get a haircut. I've come back to absolute chaos. So basically, they've printed it right to the edge of the sign, so there's no bleed on the edge to actually install it. So that's a D for the discount. There's actually a centimetre, if not less, on the edge to the edge of the sign. So how the hell are they going to clip it to the side without it printing over the D? Well, absolute insanity. So we've been on to the people who made it, who are also installing it, saying they're going to have to rectify it. The issue is that if they don't do it the next week, someone's got to pay for a cherry pick, and it won't be us, to come back and install it again. Mess. Absolute mess. So today's not a usual Joseph James shopping episode. Usually we're wholesale buying sofas, but today we're wholesale food and drink purchasing because it's a game day. We kind of bring down how much we buy each time because we think we're over purchasing food and it's going off before the next game. So quantity is going to be important today, and obviously keeping the price as low as possible so we can keep profits as high as they can be on the food truck. Spent £129.16. Obviously the bulk of that's gone on drinks, and that's actually the worst part about that. It's the thing we make the least amount of money on. So we're nearly done. We've got to pop to Lidl, burger buns and cheese. We like to get this nice and fresh on the day, so serving the best burgers around Old Trafford. Tell me the problem. How's that happen? I don't even know what it is, like leather come away, or was it never there in the first place? That is tiny. I don't really want to kick up a fuss about that. But take a look at this. Like a bit of paint / polish.
We've got the repair guy coming in today
I
to do.
I don't want to pay him to do that.
No, you've got to. You can't send that like that.
When is he coming in?
I'm waiting for him to come back to me. When's this
no,
due?
Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's fine. The other one's tomorrow.
Come with us, camera. Come with us. The people watching. So we've got two new guys starting in the warehouse today. Just coincidentally starting on the same day. We've got Penny starting that we interviewed last week, who's going to be on a hybrid role. Basically, he's assisting Westy in the design and build department with any construction projects we've got going on, And on days like today, where Westy isn't here or doesn't need him, he's helping in the warehouse with all the operational tasks we've got going on. We've also got another guy starting called Arefi, likes to be known as Ari. He's one who's got driving potential, so he can drive both our vans. At the moment today, we've got both our drivers that can handle everything, so he's just going to be in the warehouse learning how everything goes on. And you're kind of, starting that process, aren't you?
Yeah, so Penny is going to spend most of his time with Stanley doing the QC, and that's really, really busy at the moment, and Stanley does need some help. And Ali.
Ari.
Ali.
No, it's not Ali.
No, Ali.
He likes Ari.
Ali.
Do you want to bet on this?
Yeah.
Do you like to be called Ali or Ari?
Ali. Give it up, Joe. Give it up.
I'm going to call you Ari. All right.
So Ali is going to spend his time with Dayton on the repair side, and obviously he'll be doing all the driving of the stock over to the showroom.
Yeah, things started well. Both early-ish and on time, so that's always good to see.
Yeah. I think if they actually turn up, it's always a positive sign. I think they'll both be good.
Standards are high here, Joseph Jason. Really high.
Yeah.
So, Daz and I cracking on with the refurb upstairs. We've got to repaint all of the walls in white. It's a bit of a nightmare. We're going to have to do about 3 or 4 coats. So we're just running around today doing the first coat. Some of it's sticking quite well, like this wall looks all right. Bar wall's looking pretty horrendous, so that's going to need quite a few more coats. And then we'll start thinking about what we're going to do with the floor. So one of the new lads who started yesterday is going to carry on with the painting, do the next coat, and me and Darren will jump in and help out whenever we can. Isn't that right, Daz?
Watch that, mate.
Never mind. I may have accidentally, well, let's just say I wasn't concentrating, knocked my head on one of the, what these called, the bracket strips. And then the ones which we hadn't yet joined to the end side wall essentially caused some form of collapse.
They popped out in the side pocket, which caused it sort of to dip down in this corner area where we hadn't quite put the supports in. So, I mean, we've all rectified.
Yeah, so we did 3 or 4 hours just putting in a load of extra supports over on this side. We have popped in a few tiles since, and it's looking pretty sturdy,
yeah,
so
very strong.
Pretty happy with it.
We're in the cherry picker today. As you can see, we're finishing off the painting on the back of our building. We've got the cherry picker for another 6 days, so we've got lots of exterior paint jobs going on. We're going to finish off the blue of this lining here and the lining around the building. So that's going to go on new, beautiful blue that we've got everywhere else at the moment. We're painting off the white here to get rid of the kind of the meat grey that was there before. And then we've also got some additional tasks to do with the cherry picker, like taking down the big metal piece in front of the showroom and painting the clock tower and even putting some pigeon prevention devices in place. So Westy's been painting this all day, he's had a great time, and Penny, his new assistant, it was here to help him as well for parts. I think you've got Penny for the whole day tomorrow, haven't you? Yeah, so him and Penny will be up here all day tomorrow. We're at property viewing today. We haven't actually drive for this one. We've actually walked about 2 minutes from our Stretford showroom. It's basically part of the bigger Lidl complex in Stretford. They've just got a part of their unit they want to sublet. We're interested in it as potentially a satellite store. As we expand our product ranges, we might not have room to offer them all at our Stretford showroom because it's only 20,000 square feet and we can't make it any bigger. We don't own the building. So we're interested in maybe taking a bit more space close by. We can basically use as a satellite showroom, so people come to our main furniture showroom, maybe they're looking for like white goods, which is something the market might expand into, and so we can say all your fridge, freezers and all your appliances just 2 minutes down the road here.
Well, I'm not a fan, I don't like it. I think it's too dark, I think the roof's too high.
That would be too dark, wouldn't it, until you put the lights in?
But, well, I don't think they're ever particularly bright stores anyway.
Lidl, you're right now. We have to be brighter than they are.
I guess if it's just white goods, it doesn't really matter too much, but it just felt claustrophobic, and I just...
How do you feel? It was higher than our ceiling.
I know, but it was like narrow, and I just didn't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Didn't get a nice vibe.
Okay, we're up on the cherry picker this morning. We're taking down this big steel grill here. It's going to take quite a few cuts, but we've got the angle grinder out. We're going to try and unscrew it where possible. And these big 2 beams at the back are slightly concerning us because they're quite heavy. But we've only got 2 hours to work on it before customers start arriving at 11, and then it becomes a bit unsafe to work as they walk through. So we're going to get as much done as we can before 11 AM, and hopefully we get a lot down today.
So thanks for tuning in to this week's vlog. We hope that you enjoyed. We'll be back again next week where the mattress racks finally arrive from China. We'll be showing you the product expansion in the showroom as we finally show you the rugs, and the showroom refurb carries on into the Christmas period. Please make sure to like, subscribe and comment any questions you've got down below. We'll see you next week.